Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to the Q8 Pilot channel and another stream. It is 1700 Zulu, 2000 hours local time. Welcome, beautiful people. RS 2020, sorry, SayIntentions. Good evening to you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for being here this evening. Dougal McTavish, Renan D. Oliveira, Mert S. Welcome aboard, and yes, it does. V Skycheck, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Hello, Jesse. Welcome aboard. Hello, Ken. Welcome, FlyByWire. Welcome aboard. The Giggle Yachties. I always hope that I'm pronouncing this correctly. Welcome aboard, guys. Glad to have you here this evening. And today we are going to be taking the A380 for a flight from Charles de Gaulle Airport to Munich in Germany. Throughout the stream, we are going to be featuring SayIntentions, the dynamic, unscripted ATC, AI-based ATC for X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12, MSFS 20 and 24, and we're going to be testing SayIntentions in Microsoft Flight Sim. I have also enabled live traffic today in Microsoft Flight Sim so that we can see perhaps a couple of incidents maybe with the air traffic, or telling us to speed up or watch for traffic or something like that. Just add a little bit of an extra layer of immersion. The liveries of the aircraft in live traffic aren't realistic, but I think that the actual flights are. We are also using Active Sky FS today, just again to test it out with SayIntentions in this live stream. It does, by the way, generate very different weather from the default MSFS 2024 weather. So as you can see here, we have some clouds here, whereas MSFS shows pretty much clear skies. So the A380 does work in Microsoft Flight Sim. If you have both simulators installed, all you need to do is copy the FlyByWire A380 folder over to your MSFS 2024, or if you have removed the installer from 2024, you can do this from the settings. I'm going to show you this just very quickly here for those of you who want to change things. If you go to the settings here, and you will. I don't have both sims there. It looks like there is an update for the A380, but we're going to skip that. I think it's under configure. Yeah, I only have MSFS 2024, so I am pointing to that folder, but you'll find it under settings. You can just point to a different folder and you should be fine. So without further ado, let's get into the cockpit and let's start prepping for our flight. I really like the A380 a lot in real life, and I'm very glad that we have it in the sim. So kudos to the FlyByWire team, the entire team, for creating such an immersion aircraft. Many people have attempted to create an A380 for flight sim and have failed in the past, including our late friend, may God have mercy on his soul, Matt Davis, who started the project and was an inspiration, I think, to many of us today. So let's bring up the electronic flight bag here, if we can. There we go. It is there now. And let's head over to the overhead panel, start prepping the aircraft for our flight. So I'm going to turn on the external power. Next, we're going to go to cruise supply and turn that on if we can. There we go. And ground control adheres to nav mode. And the APU here, engine fire test, we can perform that with the APU fire test, and it checks okay. We can check the CVR as well here. The electric remote is on. All right, let's head over to the lights. We're going to set the strobe to auto. Nav lights on. Nothing else is required here. Fasten seat belt and non-smoking signs are auto. Actually, let's turn those on. And let's go ahead and turn on the batteries. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the fuel pumps as well. And we'll worry about the EFB in just a second here. Let's turn all of these. All right, so no whites. All right, perfect. And now we can go to the electronic flight bag and set things up. Okay, so import SimBrief data. There we go. And as you can see here today, we are departing Charles de Gaulle to Munich. Approximately 1 hour, but should be sufficient for us to go through SayIntentions and really test it out. Thank you, Dougal. I'm glad that you like the music. And Benny, hello. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Just curious, our traffic injection or MSFS default traffic. This is MSFS default traffic. I didn't know that you guys had traffic injection. Can we do? Does SayIntention have? Does it really inject traffic? I didn't know that. If you can guide me, I can turn off the MSFS traffic and turn on SayIntentions traffic for sure. But I haven't been able to see. Let's. I didn't know that. By the way, one thing you'll notice with SayIntentions, this feature is available in MSFS, is you can ask the ground that once you're ready for taxi to show you the arrows for progressive taxi, which is again nice if you're just starting out. So yeah, let me take a look here if we can. Says ground loop. Always, where is it? Where can I find this multiplayer? Is this what you're talking about here? Here, pilots. I really didn't know. Is it the experimental? Say, I'm not sure. We do. Let's chat after the stream and get you on for the next stream. I don't know if your account has access quite yet. Okay. All right. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. All right. Perfect. Let's come here and we're going to go to the ground services. We are going to make the GPU is already connected. Let's go to the fuel and we're just going to click here to set things automatically. And we're going to go to payload and we'll say instant. There you go. I love this feature. All right, so everything here is good. And now we can start setting up the MCDU. All right, perfect. So we're going to check that the nav database is current, which it is. And next we're going to go to active and we're going to go to init. So we're going to request the company flight plan. We'll just wait for things to... All right, received and insert. As you can see, we are Air France flight 1022. That's Air France 1022 Super for the A380. Cruise level is 35,000 feet with a cost index of 88. And the alternate today is Frankfurt. We're going to come down here to fuel. Actually, we can go to... the flight plan and come back and set things up here. So actually we can maybe go to departures. There we go. So let's set the departure. The departure today is going to be out of, let's see, Navigraph charts. So right now for charts, I recommend Navigraph charts. For ATC, I recommend SayIntentions. I haven't done a single flight without SayIntentions in the last month or so. And I've been very, very pleased with it. 09 right is the departure runway, and we are going to be the LANV 6 Golf departure. LANV 6 Golf. LANV 6 Golf. There we go. LANV 6 Golf. There is no transition. Did it select the... I don't think it selected the... There we go. Why is it not doing it? All right, let me move one up, maybe. LANV 6 Golf. It's for some reason not selecting the SID, as you can see here. All right, 09 right. All right, let me go to flight plan. It did select... All right, let me select it from here. Maybe it's 09 right. Why is it not selecting it? And the LANV. Land 6 Golf. Very strange. Insert empty. It's showing land V, but it's not showing the actual departure. All right, so let me delete this discontinuity, and we'll worry about that. Since we have the transition here, it should give us a proper departure. It should go to Mike. So this is the arrival. So let me just take a quick look here. Land 6G. It goes all the way to... where does it go? To Lupum, Lassiv, and then Lamvi. So we're just going to go... I'm not sure why it's not selecting the the SID. That's a first. You know what? Let's try to do it one more time. Departure. We've selected runway 09. Ah, now it's got the SID there. That's strange. Okay. It's still going direct though. Let me try this one more time. Let's go to departure, and we'll try to select it one more time. The Land V6 Golf. Land 6 Golf, and insert and insert. Yeah, it doesn't want to change anything. All right, that's fine. Okay. It should be fine. Let's take a quick look here. Let's go to plan, and it should be just fine. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, perfect. Next, we're going to go to, we're going to select the arrival, and maybe ATC will change that, but we're going to go ahead and select 08 left. The approach is the ILS 08 left via. Actually, we don't need the via, so we're just going to go and select the star, which is the Rocky 1 Alpha. Rocky 1 Alpha. Selected that, no problems. Excellent. And insert. And let's just make sure that we don't... we do have one discontinuity here, which we're going to delete. And then we're going to go next, next, next. Okay, so everything here is set. Perfect. FlyByWire, how are you doing, my friend? Have a safe flight, Captain. Is it 4K dev version? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So everything is set as far as the flight plan is concerned. So let's go back to the init Bravo. Actually, we're going to go to fuel load. And now we can grab the information from the EFB. So zero fuel is 33339. So we're going to put 33340. So right here, and 333.40. That's fine. And the zero fuel center of gravity is 35.32. 35.32. And enter that. Block fuel today is going to be... All right, so we don't have it yet. Oh, we do have the fuel, so 27.9. All right, so 27.9 tons of fuel for the flight. And now we can see everything updated here. Taxi and all the information is done automatically. All right, perfect. So everything is pretty much set up here. So we're going to go to the serve, and we are just going to set the transponder to auto. And now we can bring this back to ARC. All right, let's check on our passengers real quick. Cabin crew, you are clear to board the passengers. Thank you. All right.
Okay, Captain. We will begin boarding the passengers now.
All right, so they're going to board the passengers. In the meantime,
welcome aboard Air France Flight
we are going to turn on the APU, and we are going to request our clearance And then we're going to head over and create the go for. Actually, we can come here to takeoff performance. You already have the speeds here, 141, 143, I believe. And 1, 5, what was it? 14151, I believe, were the speeds. Okay. So let's go ahead actually and do that, and then we'll request our clearance. So we have 141 for V1 and 143 for V rotate, and we have 151. Oops. What happened? I am not sure what happened. All right, there we go. Got me a scare there for a minute. Ah, I know what's going on. All right, so 151. There we go. I'm hitting the backspace button, and that puts the avatar on. So that's what was going on. Okay, THS is 37. So 3 and 7. Packs are on for departure. Anti-ice is off, and everything else here looks good. All right, we're good for. Let's take a look here. All right, so we can start the APU. All right, and let's go ahead and request our clearance. So for that, we're going to have our first officer do this. We are pretty much ready to go here. Please go ahead and request our clearance. All right.
Requesting our clearance now.
Okay. Good evening, Stefanos. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us.
All clearance. Air France 1022. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance. We have Oscar.
Air France 1022, De Gaulle clearance, information Oscar is current. Cleared to Munich via the Land 6 Gulf departure, then as filed. Departure runway 09 right, initial climb 5000, departure on 124.3, 55 squawk 5527.
De Gaulle clearance, Air France 1022, cleared to Munich via Land V6 Golf, then as filed. Runway 09 right. Climb to 5,000. Departure frequency 124.355. Squawk 5527.
You'll notice.
Air France 1022. Read
Air
back
France
correct.
Flight 102.
Ground
Alright.
will be on
Departing from Paris to Munich.
121.61.
Please take your seats.
A couple of
According to your
things to
boarding
notice
passes,
is
store
that I have
overhead
enabled
bins
in
or
SayIntentions
seats
the
front.
option to
If you
auto-tune
need
the
assistance,
transponder.
feel free to contact
So you'll
our
see
crew.
that the squawk has
Thank you
already
for
been
choosing
set
Air
to
France.
5527. And the other thing that you'll notice is the accent of the controller speaking to us is French. So that's very cool. So SayIntentions is a very localized application. It will follow the accents based on the region that you're in. And even more specifically on the country that you're in. So as we get closer to Munich, you'll hear that the accent becomes a German accent. So again, very, very well thought of application to create that extra level of immersion as you fly through the virtual skies. A job very well done, really. Hello there, MF. Welcome. Omari, it's been a very long time. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Best wishes to you. All right. Okay, so we are ready to go. So we can actually start requesting we're going to turn on our beacon lights on, and we can actually use the checklist. Let me show you guys. Let me use Alt. here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So you click on the CL here and it brings up the checklist, and the cockpit preparation, gears and pins are removed, fuel quantity is checked, seat belts are on, the barrow is checked, and the checklist is now complete. The next checklist is going to be before start checklist. Parking brake is set, takeoff speeds and thrusts are checked, beacon light is on, and the checklist is now complete. So I really like this aircraft, though it really still needs a lot of work. I do like it quite a bit. All right, so planning on our pushback, runway 09 right is on the far end. You can see the aircraft are already taking off and landing on that runway. So let's go ahead and request a pushback, push and start. All right, we are ready for push and start.
Requesting pushback and start now.
All right, GPU is off.
De Gaulle ground, Air France 1022, Air France 1022, requesting pushback and start. We have Oscar.
Right, here we go.
Air France 1022, pushback and start approved, face west.
All right, so the pushback is approved and we are ready to go. We are going to come down here and we're going to request pushback. Turn on the pushback system. Yes, confirm that. And let's call the tug. The tug is attached. You have to give it just a minute here to attach to the aircraft, as you can see here. Just really a majestic looking aircraft, the A380. All right. I tried, by the way, using GSX, which is already compatible with 2024, but unfortunately it causes a lot of stuttering in the sim, so I decided to remove it. All right, so we are good to go here, and parking brake is released, and off we go. Backwards, tug speed is good, and we're going to come here and set the engine start to ignition start. And we can now start the engines. We're going to start engine number 4 and engine number... We could start engine number 3. We'll just give it a little bit here. What is it doing here? Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air France Flight 1022, departing from Paris to Munich. We are delighted to have you with us today. Our captain, Sam, and our first officer, Ali, are at the controls, ensuring a safe and pleasant journey. Joining me in the cabin are my fellow crew members, Camille, Julian, and Sophie. The expected flight time is approximately 1 hour. Now, for your safety, please pay attention to the following important information. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, lift the buckle. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated, as turbulence can occur unexpectedly. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the panel above you. To use the mask, pull it towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, securing it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For water landings, life vests are located under your seat. To use the vest, pull it out, place it over your head, and pull the straps to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. This Airbus A380 has multiple emergency exits. There are 2 doors at the front, 2 overwing exits, and 2 doors at the rear of the aircraft. Please take a moment to locate the exits nearest to you, keeping in mind that the nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency, follow the illuminated exit signs and leave all belongings behind. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
All right, so
After
here's...
our meal service, we will be offering items from the Air France shop. Now, I will inform the captain that the cabin is ready for departure.
Wow, That was a really nice safety message for the passengers. Again, fully customized, fully AI based. You will never hear the same message twice. So that's very, very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and stop now the pushback. There we go. Stop. There we go. All right, and we're going to set the parking brake. And let's go ahead and remove the tug. We have a good start on engines 3 and 4. We're going to start 1 and 2. And we can also set the, let me see here. Let's set the trim to 37 or 37. Right, there we go. All right, there we go. 38.1, 37, and 37 is set. Perfect. And we can now remove the tug. Confirm. All right. That is something, I'm not sure why. Ah, I think I do know why. Let's see here. There we go. Let's arm the speed brakes. And we're going to flaps 1. All right, there we go. Check it out, guys. Gotta love it. And those sounds are very authentic, by the way. This is exactly what the A380... If you've been on an A380, that's exactly what it sounds like when the flaps move. So everything is set up here. Let's set auto brake to... Why is it not... All right. RTO doesn't want to arm for some reason. And I'm not sure why. All right, I think maybe it has to do with the ignition. Okay, let's turn off the APU bleed. Engines norm start. APU is off. Taxi lights are on. And maybe now we can turn on... No. It just simply doesn't want to turn on. Okay, let's start our clocks. And let's see, the after start checklist here. And after start... After start, anti-ice is not needed. Pitch trim is set for takeoff, and the rudder trim is neutral. So check, check, and check. All right, and next thing is we're going to set this to TARA. And let's move this to FMS, active flight plan. And all right, we're all set here and ready for taxi.
Requesting taxi clearance now, Captain.
I'm not sure why it doesn't allow me to set the auto brake. Maybe we need to move first? I don't know. We'll check it out now.
De Gaulle ground, Air France 1022, ready to taxi. We have Oscar.
I want this plane for X-plane. Yeah, the sounds are amazing, Dougal, without a doubt.
Air France 1022, taxi to runway 9er right via Bravo Delta 10 Delta Delta 1.
Runway 9er right. Bravo Delta 10 Delta Delta 1. Air France 1022.
All right, so if we zoom in here and take a look at where we are, it says please wait. All right, so this is the runway. Let me zoom in further. So we are on Delta, and so we're gonna go on Bravo and continue on Bravo, and yeah, so Bravo is actually right ahead of us there. And what was the instruction again? from ATC via Bravo Delta 10 Delta 1. Okay. Let's release the parking brake. Parking brake is released, and off we go. By the way, folks, if you download this aircraft and you don't get this map here, the taxi map, the reason would be is that you don't have your Navigraph charts connected. The minute you connect your Navigraph charts, you'll be fine. So we're going to go to Bravo and then Delta, which is right here. So the next turn... you know what? We'll just take the next one there. Not sure why the frames are acting up a little bit. Alright, let's try to set this... now we can arm the RTO and perform the takeoff config test. And everything's good. Okay. Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Without any throttle, the aircraft just moves. It wants to move. Alright, so we're going to make the turn here. That's actually one thing I was trying to avoid. Never go over these because that will put the plane... it just doesn't work. It just does not work. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just go to Delta. We'll go... Yeah, this is actually the runway. So I don't want to go over these because the plane would sink in the ground. There is a problem there. So we'll just go over this here and pass over those bridges because they just simply don't work. Why is it stuttery like that? Yeah, we'll just pass it there and we'll go to Delta. We'll take Delta again and go all the way to Delta 1. Yeah, it's safer. There is a problem with the scenery where the aircraft sinks into the ground, so we don't want that to happen. Do you have 4K version, dev, or stable? Yes, I do have the 4K version, and it is the dev version. Yeah, so that's Delta right there. So we're just going to head to Delta through Yankee 2. Alright, there we go. We're back on Delta. We just avoided a problem there with the scenery. And we're going to make a right here. Such a difficult aircraft to maneuver on the ground. But it looks beautiful. All right. All is looking good. The turn is coming to our right. Flight Streamer, awesome. Hello, QA. Love this plane. How's 2024 nowadays? Hey, Flight Streamer, how are you, my friend? Guys, by the way, Flight Streamer is a fellow content creator, and his channel is really worth checking out. Please do visit him and give him a few hundred likes and subscribes. Very well-balanced reviews, and he's very, very honest and he's not afraid to say things, and he just put things right. I love his perspective on all things flight sim. So do check him out and give him a few hundred likes and subscribes. All right, here we go. That's our turn.
Air France 1022, contact tower on 118.655. Have a good afternoon.
Switching to tower on 118.655. Air France 1022.
All right, so let's prep things up for departure. Landing lights on, and we'll turn on the runway turn-off lights. Wings lights, we'll leave them for now. Nose light to takeoff, and the strobes on. The transponder is already set to TARA, so everything else here is set, and we are ready to go. Let's start the clock. We are ready for takeoff.
Contacting tower for takeoff clearance now.
All right, here we go. All right, let's just wait for our clearance, and we'll be...
Tower, Air France 1022, holding short of runway 09 right, ready to depart.
Air France 1022 Super, De Gaulle Tower, runway 09 right, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
All right.
Runway 09 right, cleared for takeoff. Air France 1022 Super.
Notice that now the call sign has Super, and I think it should have been Super from the beginning. Super is a reserved, kind of like heavy, like 747 heavy. Super is reserved for the A380 only. So sometimes it uses the Super, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah. Just very, very nice looking aircraft. All right. Here we go. We are cleared for takeoff. We are at runway 09er. Right, let's line up. There we go. Go to 50%. Check out the sounds, guys. Right, V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gears going up.
Air France 1022, contact departure on 124.355.
Contacting departure on 124.355. Air France 1022.
Monitor vertical speed.
Alright, so I need to set up my... Alright, let me do this
Clear
here.
of conflict.
De Gaulle departure. Air France 1022, evening, climbing past 1500.
If I can get my throttles.
Air France 1022, Super, De Gaulle departure identified, climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210. Air France 1022 Super.
Alright, let's set that too. Alright, and having an
France
issue with
102,
my
contact Paris
throttle.
Control on 120.55.
Contacting Paris Control on 120.955. Air France 1022.
All right, let's turn on the autopilot and see if we can figure this out. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it doesn't want to go to the climb. All right,
Paris
let me...
Control, Air France 1022, evening. Climbing through flight level 050 to flight level 210.
Let's check it here. All right, that's on climb.
1022, Paris Control identified. Good evening.
Says manual thrust. All right, let's try it this way. There we go, finally. Yeah, I think, Dougal, the problem is with the calibration. I think it might need calibration. So now we can go there. There we
Dear
go.
guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I am pleased to inform you that the use
Right,
of
landing
electronic
lights off.
devices is now allowed. Please ensure that your devices are in airplane mode.
All
After
right.
our meal service, we will be offering items from the Air France shop. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your flight.
Right, so we can see the TCAS works properly. If the sim sounds are too loud, guys, just let me know and I can bring them down a little bit. Calibrate the null zone. Yes.
Air France 1022, Paris Control, climb flight level 290.
All right, 290
Climb
is
flight
set.
level 290. Air France 1022.
Again, guys, today we're using Active Sky FS for the weather generation. I have found it to inject far more accurate weather than the built-in weather in Microsoft Flight Sim. So yeah, we are testing this out and it integrates very, very well with SayIntentions. So there we go. Sim sounds are fine, Sam. All right, perfect. Thank you. Here's another look. Look at the details on the textures there. Very, very nice. Right, we continue the climb to our cruise to 29,000 feet. I believe 35,000 is our final cruise altitude today. Let's set this to 80 nautical miles. And we're going to come down here and click on status. Status is normal. All right, perfect. So everything is per design intent. We forgot the clock as usual. No, actually, yeah, the clock was working. All right. So, thus far, SayIntentions has performed exactly as it should. All the clearances, all the phraseology is spot on. We also have heard the localization, so the sounds of the controllers at Charles de Gaulle were with a French accent.
1022, climb flight level 340.
Right, 340.
Climb flight level 340. Air France 1022.
And the A380 is actually working pretty well in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the state of this sim right now. Some stuttering with the A380, at some airports sometimes. Obviously, I did not calibrate the joystick very well, so and that hence we were not able to set the climb thrust properly. It is set now, so you have to make sure that all four. I do have 4 throttles for the 4 engines, so you have to set them all properly, and you have to make sure that you calibrate them properly. So something that we haven't done, but. And those French accents are brand new, part of using a new experimental 11 Labs voice model. Expect similar quality in future updates for other countries. Wow, SayIntentions, thanks for letting us know, because I thought that those sounds were really, really very well done. They are very realistic. One thing I've noticed in our previous flight, SayIntentions, is that the first officer he sounded like he was a little bit drunk. But yeah, but maybe that's the red label we asked the cabin crew to bring to the cabin. But he kind of he just sounded a little bit slow in saying reading back some of the things or some of the instructions from ATC. But other than that, I vouch for this product. Really a must-have for anyone who's serious about his flight sim experience.
Air France 1022, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Air France 1022.
All right, and here is our cruise altitude, folks, 350, and we are looking good here. We can actually go to the, let's see here, where's my, there we go. All right, let's go here and take a quick look. Again, something for your viewing pleasure. You can see the beautiful economy class here, fully modeled. They've done exquisite work, the guys over at FlyByWire, recreating the A380 here. You can see this is kind of like the Emirates configuration. So you have the economy in the lower deck and the first and business classes in the upper deck. So let's go to the upper deck and take a look. Let's see here. Let's go up. There we go. All right, let's see. There we go. Right, so here we go. This is the upper deck and starts with the first class, which is always a little bit smaller. And then you have the business class here. And again, if you've been on the A380, this is pretty much what you'd find on Emirates. A slight variation, but I've seen the Emirates livery actually has the proper configuration in the seats, so very, very nicely done cabin overall. All right, so things here are looking good. Let's brighten up our PFD and MFD here, so for better visibility, and everything's looking good. Let's take a quick look at the outside. Yeah, so far, I think Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 with the latest updates and fixes is in a state, again, where I would recommend it. I know I've said that in the last Microsoft Flight Sim stream that we've done, that it is in a state where I recommend it. But I can recommend it again now that it is much, much more stable. The connectivity as well, the servers are all operational and still not optimal, but I think it's in a state now where you can really enjoy it. Say Toga, welcome aboard. Did you fly 380 in real life? Yes, many times. FlyByWire did not rush with the A380, and it shows. Amazing and better than some payware for sure. Absolutely, Dougal. Absolutely. They took their sweet time, and they really paid a lot of attention to every aspect of the development. There are, by the way, a lot of developers that work on this project, and they've done very, very well in all aspects of the development, I think. And they're still making updates to it just about every day. So yesterday I updated the aircraft, and there is another update now. So definitely they are very passionate about the project, and really creating excellent progress with the aircraft and the simulation of the systems. Entourage is great to cover the months when you don't have premium and aren't needing ATC. Yeah. So Entourage is, when you hear me speaking to cabin crew and all that good stuff, that's again an extra level of immersion in my view. It allows you to recreate a true experience flying in the virtual skies with very capable cabin crew to take care of your passengers, and you can have fun with them like last time we did. I think we had a lot of fun with the cabin crew. It's good to know. Yeah. So at the end of the stream today, folks, we are going to be running a giveaway for yet another 2-month or 1-month free subscription of SayIntentions. So for those of you who haven't been lucky in the last couple of streams, today is another chance for you to win a free 1-month subscription. It's going to allow you to really test out SayIntentions and see if it's really for you or not. But if you like to increase the level of immersion, definitely SayIntentions is brilliant. And the nice thing about it is that if you don't want to talk to ATC, you can still do that by letting your first officer do all the hard work, and you can just request him to do the clearances for you and respond, or what we did last time. For example, I started by requesting the IFR clearance, and then I handed over the comms to the first officer. Very, very seamless, very easy to use program, highly customizable, and it really works. It really delivers on what it promises to deliver. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy Q8 content. It helps the channel a lot. Yes, it does. And thank you very much, Dougal. And yeah, guys, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. It does help the channel quite a bit. So I do appreciate it very much. All right. So if we look now at, we are currently just a few nautical miles away from top of climb. We are 32,000 feet for 35,000 feet. We've been, since the taxi, it's been 25 minutes since the taxi, so we are about 25 minutes from arrival. So as soon as we get to cruise level, I believe that ATC will let us know that we can request the descent within 20 minutes or so. So, yeah, all's good here. Hello there, Luca. Welcome aboard. Hello, can you log in with CPDLC? I think I have seen that somewhere. Let me show you guys a little bit on the interface here. So this is where you can change ATC to intercom. So this is where you speak. You can click these, but I highly recommend that you map buttons on your joystick so that you don't have to keep doing that. So I currently have on my flight yoke, I have buttons to speak to ATC or cabin crew or my first officer. Right here you can start a new flight. The pilot portal is where you set up your account, where you renew your subscription, and there is also a section where you enter the name of the first officer and the captain, and this is how cabin crew knows that it's Captain Sam and First Officer Ali.
You from SayIntentions. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy Q8's content, and subscribe if you haven't.
Oh! Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, thank you, SayIntentions. Appreciate that. That is absolutely brilliant. So we just got a message from SayIntentions. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy Q8's content, and subscribe if you haven't. Wow, that is so cool. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Now that was a treat, I have to say. That was a treat. Thank you, SayIntentions. I appreciate that. So here's very, did we reach cruise? No, not yet. Okay, so here you can see the information about your flight, the flight ID. This is an IFR flight, and if you don't actually request IFR clearance, SayIntentions will assume that you're in VFR. Flight follow is active. Again, this is telling you that you have established radar contact. Yes. Flight following is active. This is your assigned transponder code, and it shows in green. It means that the aircraft is clocking currently this transponder code, and that ATC is able to identify the aircraft. Up here you have all the frequencies for the vicinity that you're flying in. As you can see, now we are at Desire, something like that. And you have all the relevant frequencies, and this is the lovely private message from SayIntentions. Really appreciate that, guys. Here you have your COM 1, COM 2 is currently off, and your transponder. Now, if you the comms here, this little switch, this is how you switch between the pilot giving the commands, meaning myself giving the commands to ATC, or having the co-pilot take care of the communications. So you just click on that. Now, if you go to the settings, this is my email and my password, the input speech, my SimBrief user ID required for IFR. Then you have the Scottsdale factor.
022, expect the Rocky 1 Alpha arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 20 minutes. Just say the word if you'd like to start down earlier.
All right, there you go.
Expect the Rocky 1 Alpha arrival. Ready to descend in about 20 minutes. We'll let you know if we want to start down earlier. Airplans 1022.
All right, so we are now at cruise, and these are the different options. Again, I always use always on top so that I don't have to fiddle around with it. The identity, now this is something that is very, very cool. I do like this a lot, especially for VFR flights. The aircraft model and tail number is something you can enter here, and you can just click on. So for example, you could say Cessna, so you can just say Cessna, and then you can say November 563 Victor Bravo, and then say auto, and it will automatically say Cessna November Victor Bravo. So it takes the 3 digits. This is the long call sign and the short call sign. Both you'll have, I think those are switched, but you can have this just by clicking on the auto button, and it will transfer your call sign for your GA, which is very, very cool. The controls, this is where you set up your mappings. Again, very easy, self-explanatory. Select what you want to do, choose the event, select the joystick or keyboard button that you want to assign it. The intercom is where you select the voices for your first officer and cabin crew. So I've shown this, I think, in multiple streams.
Contact James Control on 121.075.
All right. So here you have
control on 121.075. Air France 1022.
All right. So the weather here is the source. So here you can select active sky, FS or XP, or the live weather, or I think so either live weather or the
control. Air France 1022. Evening. Maintaining flight level 350.
Okay. ATC experience is
1022. First control identified. Good evening.
Okay. All right, so in the ATC experience, you can set this to either student pilot, standard, or pro mode. And what this does says ATC behaves as they do in real world, while giving you full access to a variety of cheats, such as frequencies, conversation history, and basic information about your flight. Progressive taxi is also available in this mode. So obviously professional mode is where they speak naturally, just like they do in real life. They're a bit faster. Cabin crisis, thank you. The cabin crew will report an issue with the flight. This is currently set off, but you can definitely turn it on. and you can set the frequency of when you're going to have. So normally when this happens, when an incident occurs, you will probably need to go to an alternate airport, and the captain will decide whether it warrants, diverting the flight to a nearby airport or not. Preview, this is, they're not their partner customers. Yeah, so you can become a partner for SayIntentions if you want, for a one-time fee, and that will give you access to their beta features. Enable persona, this is where you can actually become one of the cabin crew voices and use that. Experimental features, again, you can see them self-explanatory, really. I don't need to say anything about that. But you can, very, very easy to, get around in SayIntentions, really, and you, for the most part, you're going to have it minimized because you just want to be immersed in the experience. Okay, so 20 minutes, here's top of descent. Let's start setting up for our arrival. And they've given us the, let's see here, the Rokia 1, which is exactly what we have in, yeah, Rokia 1, that is the one, yes, correct. Okay, so they've given us exactly the same arrival that we're expecting, and we can now go and set our arrival information. So we're going to go to perf, and then we're going to go to the approach. We're going to select the weather over at Munich. Thank you very much, SayIntentions. Appreciate it. Let's see here. We're going to go to weather, and from the weather, we are going to populate the information here. All right, so EDDM, we have 323 knots. So 320 and 3 knots. The current outside temperature is -4. Oof. -4. And the QNH is 1032. 1032. And by the way, you can use the keyboard for that. Next, we are going to go, so 08 left, approach, and let's see here. All right, let's see, so 50. Enter that, and voila, we're all done. Transition level is given by ATC, or is it in our charts? Let's take a quick look. Transition level by ATC. Okay. All right, so we are done here, and we'll descend in about, actually it will tell you here if you go to cruise, active perf, and TD is in 121 nautical miles. Okay, good stuff. How about this lovely view, guys? Wow. This looks very, very nice, I have to say. Why, Cliff Barrett. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. I hope you are doing well. I can never get the Whisper Box to work. Whisper Box? What's that? Experimental tab does have strict readback enforcement. Oh, I see. What a lovely view here, looking at the engines of the majestic A380. Oh, the box around the person's name. Oh, I see. Hey, Goal, how are you doing, my friend? By the way, folks, I know a lot of you prefer explain content. And I haven't been really doing anything but explain for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, maybe. So I thought that it's a good change to fly in MSFS, and I also wanted to show you how SayIntentions operates in Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane. So we've done, I think, a lot of flights in X-Plane, and it always is a pleasure flying the A380 in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. There you go. Here's a nice wing view for you guys. The sky colors in MSFS 2024 are just outstanding. I love the fact that it does not have the saturation of colors like it did in 2020. It's a lot more believable now in this version of the sim, without a doubt. Looks really good, I have to say. Are you going to FS Weekend? Unfortunately, no, SayIntentions. I will not. I have a lot of commitments back here, so it's going to be very difficult for me to do that, unfortunately. It's great. There's no point in making content if you don't enjoy it. That's very true. I do enjoy both sims, by the way, but I have an affinity for X-Plane. I think everyone knows that. But, you know, I'll tell you guys, to be very honest with you, MSFS 2024 is really, really, you know, becoming, you know, an excellent sim. It is just, it really needs time, and I think it's going to become one of the best flight simulators, only second to X-Plane by Laminar Research. Fair enough. We'll share a drink another time. Absolutely. Absolutely, SayIntentions. Anytime. Anytime. All right. Let's head over back to the flight deck. And things are... I think this is a bit too bright, isn't it? Yeah, let me reduce the brightness here. Alright. We are, let's see, where is, alright, so here's top of descent, and we are going to descend in 83 nautical miles or so. Look at the sky colors, guys. Looks really, really good. Look at that. Yeah. The texturing on this aircraft is just outstanding. All of a sudden, I'm getting an error that YouTube isn't receiving. Buffering, yeah. So you guys are getting it? Huh. That's too bad. Check stream output. Let me see what's going on. Connection is on. So, what is the issue here? YouTube isn't receiving. If you're on the phone app, it won't buffer. On the website, it does. Now, I am actually getting something here. Let me just check something real quick here. Let's see. What are we getting here? So stream quality is good. Drop frames 1.3. Live stats. Your stream quality, or is it still showing poor quality? Our reputation seems to be better. We had issues last week, yeah. First time I've seen this on Q8 stream. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it does happen. I think it might be okay now. Just let me know. YouTube just wants to load more ads. Ah, let me close that. Maybe. It's still telling me that it's the quality of the stream is poor. But hopefully it's better now. I don't know, you guys can tell me. Yeah, now it's saying it keeps going between excellent and buffering. I'm not sure what is wrong. There's one thing I can do. It might interrupt the stream a little bit.
1022, reach control, contact Langen radar on 125.05.
Switching to Langen radar on 125.05. Air France 1022.
It's working. I'm still getting the message here that yeah, now it's saying excellent connection. I think it's it might be
Langen
intermittent.
radar. Air France 1022. Evening, maintaining flight level 350.
It is starting
Air
on the app
France
too.
1022 Langen radar identified. Hello.
On the YouTube. Seems okay. Yeah, I think it's okay now. I think it is okay now. Maybe I'm also doing... I've changed the output to 6,000 megabits per second, so maybe I need to lower that a little bit. But anyway, I think we are good now. Seems okay now. All right, perfect. Or maybe we should just switch to Twitch, guys. Yeah. Look at the beautiful lighting here, as you can see. Look at that. Very, very nice. Especially when you when you increase the terrain, the LUT to 400, it just truly looks amazing. Very, very nice. Yeah, that's lovely. It's going to be a nice night approach into Munich. So, in preparation for the landing, we are at 41 nautical miles. We are going to turn on the landing system on both sides. All right. And we'll begin the descent shortly. So let's let our cabin crew that we're descending shortly. Cabin crew, we are beginning the descent into Munich in about 10 minutes from now. Please prepare the cabin for a landing. Thank you.
Okay, Captain. Preparing the cabin for landing. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Oh, that's not what I meant, but okay. All right. So here we can see the top of descent is coming up, and we are about 33 nautical miles now from top of descent. We'll just follow the instructions of ATC, and we'll request the descent shortly. So if we look here, we are actually we can begin the descent now. How about that, guys? Let's begin the descent now, since they've given us the option to do it at our discretion. So let's go ahead and request that. Go ahead and request descent from ATC. Thank you.
Requesting descent now, Sam.
All right, there we go.
Langen radar. Air France 1022, Langen radar. Air France 1022. We are requesting to descend from flight level 350.
Air France 1022 cleared for the Rocky 1 Alpha arrival. When you are ready to begin your descent flight level 100.
All right.
Cleared for the Rocky 1 Alpha arrival. Descend flight level 100 when ready. Air France 1022.
All right, so they've given us the option to begin descent whenever we want. So when we're ready, we can descend up to flight level 100, so that's 10,000 feet. And that is because there is restriction. So they actually respect the restriction. You can see it here. There is a restriction there at 10,000 feet. So let's go ahead and begin the descent. And we'll do a nav descent now. And the aircraft has now begun the descent towards Munich. There we go. I think, guys, what I need to do is I need to lower the output rate.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant speaking. We have left our
For the
cruising
arrival,
altitude and are
I want
beginning
to
our approach
remove
to
these lights.
Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts.
All right.
The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right. I like it much better this way. It's just more immersive, I think. Yeah. All right. Everything here is good. Now, this is a very immersive scene here. Take a look, guys. Hey, Mr. Martini, welcome aboard. Yeah, that's much better for the night lighting, and things are looking fantastic. A very, very immersive aircraft. Yeah, we've lowered the lighting a little bit. And we can also come over here. Let's see here. Let me bring this down and turn there. Kind of light. There we go. Much better. I love the A380. Very, very immersive. And you can see that the overall scene now looks very, very believable. Looks extremely realistic. It's just like one of those high-pressure aviation videos where you see an A380 landing. Looks really good, I have to say. Yeah, the outside view is a bit too bright, I think. I think nobody does the night lighting better than X-Plane, honestly. They do it really, really well. They nailed it in the in X-Plane 12.1.3. The night lighting is exceptional. Right, we're down to flight level 300 for 10,000. And everything here is looking in tip-top shape. Here's a nice wing view for you guys. So guys, next Saturday we will be conducting a full review of the recently released Arabesque Diamond DA-20. We are of course going to be taking a look at the main feature of that aircraft, which is the synthetic vision. I'm also happy to report that it is fully supporting the TDS Garmin GTN 750, which we will be using during our review as well. So that is coming up on Saturday, and I have a few other things that I want to showcase on the channel, including an excellent freeware aircraft that we're going to be taking a look at in the following week, hopefully on Tuesday of next week. This is a really nice view.
Air France 1022, contact Munich radar on 133.55.
Contacting Munich radar on 133.55. Air France 1022.
Just really brilliant. Looks really good, I have to say.
Munich radar, Air France 1022, evening, descending through flight level 270 for flight level 100.
Air France 1022, Munich radar, identified NADDONS.
Alright, so have you guys noticed how the accent of the controller has changed from France? So we heard a very French accent, and now that we are in Germany, we're hearing a German accent. So again, very, very immersive, very realistic, and you don't really, by the way, to get the full advantage of SayIntentions, personally, I would say don't use the co-pilot too much. I mean, you can use the co-pilot for emergency situations, for example, but you can also, I think, to get the full immersion experience from SayIntentions, I prefer that you speak as the pilot to ATC, because that way it's more interactive and you'll really, but obviously on stream I want to talk to you guys, so I don't want to keep getting distracted by speaking to ATC. So very, very immersive application, really, SayIntentions. They've really done a very good job, a very innovative application for flight simulation. Right, we continue our descent. We are at 21 for 10,000, and I suspect that we might be getting a different, we might be getting a vector into our arrival. Let me take a quick look here, see what things look like as we arrive. Yeah, I think we might get a direct there, or maybe vectors to final. We might. Let's see here. Speed, time. Yeah, that's the final fix. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If we are at a safe altitude, we should be vectored into early. But if not, then I would assume that ATC will keep us, because here's this is where we are going to decel, and this is the turn. This is Mike India Quebec. So from that transition, we're going to make this turn to Montgat and then make the turn towards the runway. All right, the current altimeter is, let's take a quick look here, 1032. Okay. Perfect. The difference with X-Plane is it's based on IRL physics calculations and even take the ozone layer into account. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. You can see some scattered clouds here in the vicinity. And again, for those of you just joining the stream, we are using today Active Sky FS for the weather, and it fully integrates with SayIntentions. And by the way, if you want terrain radar, you have to download and install SimBridge, which is available through the FlyByWire installer.
Munich radar, contact Munich approach on 118.83.
Switching to Munich approach on 118.83, Air France 1022.
Right, we're looking good.
Munich approach, Air France 1022, evening. Descending through flight level 160 for flight level 100.
Air France 1022 Super, Munich approach identified Schonen. Guten Abend. Expect the ILS. Runway 8 left approach into Munich via MIQ.
Alright, so via
Expecting the
MIQ.
ILS runway 8 left approach via MIQ, Air France 1022 Super.
Alright, perfect. So we have been giving HD Sim, welcome aboard. We have been given runway 08 left for the arrival into Munich. And you can see now the weather is being updated as we arrive into Munich. Night approach for a change. And here's an outside view. We're looking good and everything. All right, so we're going to set the auto brake to 2. And I think we can, let's go ahead and arm the speed brake. And we are pretty much ready for the arrival. We'll let the first officer continue the comms with ATC while we focus on the approach and landing into Munich. "58 minutes since we started the taxi, so we are on time for arrival into Munich today." Hello there, Mr. Valero. Welcome aboard. One of the very few aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim that has the strobe lights simulated correctly. All right, 10,500. We're going to turn on the landing lights, runway turn-off lights, and nose lights to takeoff. And we're going to turn on the fasten seatbelt signs. And you can see the nice volumetric lights here with the A380. Very nicely done. All right, here's the 10,000.
Captain, cabin is ready.
Thank you very
Ladies
much.
and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Munich. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your tray tables
Please
are put
request
away,
descent
your seats
to
are in the
5,000.
upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened. Our Air France staff on the ground will provide you with information regarding your connecting flights. Thank you for your cooperation. You're welcome, Captain.
Requesting descent to 5,000 feet now, Sam.
All right.
Munich approach, Air France 1022, requesting to descend to 5,000 feet.
Air France 1022, descent altitude 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 feet, Air France 1022.
All right, so we're going to begin the descent now to 5,000. We've been cleared to the requested altitude. All right, and we're going to activate the approach. So we're going to come over here and activate the approach and confirm. All right, let's use the speed brake to lower our speed. Flaps 1.
Air France 1022, cleared via Mike for runway 8 left.
Cleared via MIQ for runway 8 left. Air France 1022.
All right, we've been cleared for 08 left through Mike India, Quebec. We can see there is an aircraft. Now we can see aircraft in the vicinity of the airport. So a little bit more immersion. Right, let me use the speed brake so that we can help the aircraft decelerate a little bit faster. Right, here's the turn. Very, very nice looking cockpit there, especially during nighttime. It looks really, really very, very nice. All right, 7,500 for 5,000. We're going to maintain the current speed until we reach the decel point there. We can go ahead and retract the speed brakes, and we can see the ILS 08 left. Definitely more activity here towards the airport area as we approach Munich. You can see that's the turn, that's the final fix. So we are good in terms of our altitude. We'll stay at flaps 1 for the time being. The QNH is 1032, which is already set. Yeah, 1032. Let's double check that. 1032, yeah. Looking good. I do like the night lighting in MSFS, but I prefer the night lighting in X-Plane, to be completely honest with you guys. It's just sometimes it looks too bright. Right, we're coming up to 5,000. What's the platform altitude?
Air France 1022, super, cleared for the ILS, runway 8 left approach.
Cleared for the ILS, runway 8 left approach. Air France 1022.
Okay. All right, cool. So they've given us the correct platform altitude for the arrival, 5,000 feet. We can see the TCAS and we can see some planes moving in. Where is this plane here? I can see it somewhere on the TCAS. All right, speed check flaps 2. All right, and we're going to go to approach. There we go. Cat 3. Oh, there's a plane right there in front of us.
Air France 1022. Contact Munich Tower on 118.705.
Switching to Munich Tower on 118.705. Air France 1022.
All right, we will we will deploy the gears once the aircraft is flying straight again. All right, here we go. The localizer glide slope is now active.
Marwan Cornchen Tower, Air France 1022. Evening. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 8 left.
Air France 1022, Super Marwan Cornchen Tower, continue approach, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Continue approach, runway 8 left, cleared to land. Air France 1022 Super.
All right, we are clear to land. Let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. Landing gear coming down. Speed check, flaps 3. Just a beautiful sight of the A380 as we begin the final approach into Munich Airport. Right, and speed check, flaps full. Right, landing checklist, no blues, and we are cleared to land. I like MSFS, but also agree that the night lighting can look way too bright and just not right. Yes, agreed there. All right, we are all configured. There we go. Landing seatbelts on, landing gear down, ground spoilers are armed, flaps are landing flaps, and we are clear to land. No blues. We're all good. Okay. Perfect. So at 1,000 feet, we'll disconnect the autopilot and we'll hand fly the aircraft.
Munich Tower, Air France 182 ready for departure. Runway 08 or IFR to the goal.
Air France 182 QNH 1032.
Tacky Tecmo member for 21 months.
Vacationing in St. Kitts, Umbrella, fishing, cool face, arrivals.
Oh, how cool is that? Woohoo! Megabyte Gaming.
Woohoo.
Clear for takeoff, runway 08.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate the support. Let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. Autopilot disconnected. My aircraft. Oof. Now, just remember with the A380 to make very small adjustments. All right.
$400. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Reverse green.
Air France 182 contact Munich Center on 120.
80 knots.
Good day.
And welcome to Munich, ladies and gents.
Auto brake off.
Going to 120. 65 Air France 182 tree.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed in Munich. What a landing it was. The captain did an excellent job, and it would definitely be rated an 8 out of 10. Welcome to Munich, where the temperature is currently -4 degrees Celsius, with clear skies and no precipitation. Thank you for flying with Air France today. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Sam, First Officer Ali, and the
Can we
entire
go
crew,
through this?
including Camille, Julian, and
I
Sophie,
hope so.
we wish you a wonderful time in this beautiful city. Happy New Year 2025.
20, 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's MSFS for you. So SayIntentions has given us an 8 out of 10 for our landing today, which is not bad. Yeah, some problems with the scenery here and there, but thank you very much, HD Sim. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What is it complaining about now? Fuel.
Cleared ILS runway
Oh.
08, our approach Lufthansa 1679er.
That's because of that little dip that we've had. So I think we can go to 251.
11529 miles east inbound ILS runway 08, our approach.
Austrian 115 Munich Tower. QNH 1032 cleared ILS runway 08, our approach.
Alrighty. There we go, and let's hit the parking
Cleared
brake.
ILS runway 08, our approach Austrian.
We can also bring the, let's go to services here real quick, and ground power unit. Alright, GPU is connected. Alright, there we go. Thank you, V-Skycheck. I'm glad that that you've enjoyed it. Immersion killer. Yes, exactly. And that is a serious immersion killer, I have to say. All right, so all is good here. And we can now turn off the beacon lights, and we can turn that off as well. And we can now go to SayIntentions and announce deboarding.
Munich Tower, Lufthansa 1779er, 27 miles, west inbound ILS runway 08, our approach.
So we are done with SayIntentions, and we can remove it now. And there you have it, ladies and gents, the A380 in all its glory.
Munich Tower. QNH 1032
And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be running the giveaway, so don't go just yet. So let's go ahead and run the giveaway and see who are the 2 lucky winners who are going to get 1 month free subscription to SayIntentions. And by the way, folks, all you need to do is to send an email. The winners will need to take a screenshot of their YouTube profile page while they are logged into their accounts and send that screenshot to info@q8pilot.com. And in the meantime, let's go to, let's see, what do I go to? Nightbot. There we go. All right, so here's Nightbot. We're gonna go to the giveaway, and from the giveaway, all right, so if you have not been active in chat in the last 10 minutes, just say hello Q8 Pilot and you will become available to enter the giveaway, which we're going to be rolling in just a second here. We'll wait for the entries, and then we'll choose 2 winners. All right. We can see that you guys are coming in now. You can see it here. I think this is the most transparent and easy way to roll the giveaways. All right, so here we have it, and we'll just give it a little bit of time for it to. Let me just make this
Bobcat 68907 holds short
smaller.
runway 08R.
There we go.
Traffic is generic on the runway.
All right. We'll just wait a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and roll. And you will get your codes. The winners will get their codes probably tomorrow evening. Can you later show us how to set up your mic to speak in SayIntentions? Sure, Benny. I will. I was actually planning to do a full tutorial on using SayIntentions. So not in a stream, but a dedicated video on how to set things up. So I will do that hopefully in the next in an upcoming video. Thanks for streaming. Excellent. Please hit that like button before you win the giveaway. Thank you very much, V-Skycheck. I appreciate that very much. All right, folks. We are going to go ahead and roll the 2 winners here. So let me first go to, so that we're not distracted by the sounds of the sim. So let's come over here and let's begin rolling. We have 13 entries. You guys don't like MSFS on the channel, do you? Yeah, I think you guys prefer X-Plane. That's all right. All right, let's go ahead and choose a winner in 3, 2, 1, and choose a winner. And the first winner is Goal. Goal, are you? You're definitely here, Goal. Just in time for the giveaway. Hey, Wycliffe. Goal, I suppose that you're still here. I'm waiting for you to... I'm here. You are here. All right, Goal. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So congratulations on winning 1 month free subscription to SayIntentions. And thank you for your support to the channel. I appreciate that very much, Goal. And all you need to do is send a capture of your YouTube profile page while you are logged in to info@q8pilot.com, and I will provide you with all the details as well as the code that you will need to redeem your 1 month subscription. All right, let's go ahead and roll the second winner in 2, 1, 0. And the second winner today is Ryan Novosielski. Ryan Novosielski. Are you there, Ryan? Ryan is indeed in the house. Well, congratulations, Ryan and Goal. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. Congrats. Ryan, all you need to do, my friend, is take a screenshot of your YouTube profile page while you are logged into your account and send it over to info@q8pilot.com, and I will do the rest. I will email you your code and all the required instructions on how to redeem the giveaway. So that is pretty much it for today's stream. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I enjoy streaming it for you guys. And until Saturday, and until we meet again on Saturday, please take care of yourselves and each other. and I will see you all very soon. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.
Clear to land runway 08, our Dolomiti 81907. Line up and wait Bobcat 6. Munich Tower.